Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And I am in the can opener. So I'm working on my 100 Battle Challenge for some Tier 10s. This one happens to be one of the Battle Pass tanks for this particular Battle Pass. This, the WZ, and some TD, I think. Don't remember which one. This is the double barrel Tier 10 Tech Tree tank at the end of the double barrel British line. Interesting tank. Hits pretty hard if you double barrel it. I don't want to say it's a 490 Alpha or 460 or some such. What is it? 420. Not even close. 420. But if you get people with both of them, then it's an 840 average if you shoot both barrels. As I've said before, with the chopper, that's what it is. The Tier 7. We've done some videos of that. Treat the double shot thing as kind of a intuition idea. So if you kind of think of it as, oh, I should shoot HE, and I'm not saying you would shoot HE, but just the kind of idea, the thought process is, oh, this shot should be HE, and you have intuition. It only takes 2 or 3 seconds to get you that HE shield. Do the same thing with the double barrel. If you look at it and go, ooh, this is a good double barrel opportunity, vice forcing double barrel opportunities, like, all right, I'm going to run forward, I'm going to shoot both barrels, right? No, run forward, go cyclical, and if you get that double barrel opportunity, then treat it like an intuition situation. Also realize then you're going to have a much longer reload. All right, we are here on Himmel's Redshire Dorf. Spawned into the south, and fairly typical setup going so far. I'm going to peek around here and see if I can sneak a shot on this guy. Nope. All right, so back out. I'm spotted. We have some help. What we're going to talk about in this game a little while later is, tag, you're it. Sometimes the way the match unfolds, that you're just going to have to do it. All right, we'll get to that point when we get there, and I'll talk about it. But people oftentimes like to just sit back and allow the match to kind of happen to them and not analyze what it is they need to do. And I think there is a lot out there of people basically teaching to not help the team, not help your team. Don't do anything for your team. They are meat shields. Sit back and let the enemy come to you. You can play that way. I find that to be boring as hell. So what we're going to talk about is sometimes when you look at what's going on and who's dead and who's alive, you may just have to make a move. We'll talk about that in a minute, what that kind of looks like. It's not now, right? If I go, ooh, I need to be a scout because we're not getting lights. Well, it's too early. The RHM's doing his thing. We got guys in the right places. The T49, I don't particularly love that, but at least he's keeping things lit so that the camping Charmerat and the E75 and the guys up on the ridge can do something. So right now is not the time. Lots of guns left in the game, and I'm not going to survive. If I go Raging 4, now I'm watching the RHM go after the 13-105, and he dies, and oh boy, that's really good. Then the Rhinoceronte kind of makes a move, and this is now feeling like a time I can get in here and help these guys out. Like somehow he gets tracked, which is awesome. That was kind of a hasty shot, but I throw the track in on him. Okay, fine, he hits me, we'll get in here. I'm just about ready to take him out, and we'll do that. All right, good. Angled enough, we get a bounce off the can opener, and I'm just trying to get back here. I'm like, sorry, Stinger, I don't also want to get hit by the double M53-55 pop. That would suck. All right, Kron takes a big hit. He's on a one-shot now. Stinger wants to take him out. Guys are kind of moving up. It's interesting how when you play aggressively and you get some things going on, all of a sudden other guys want to, oh, I want to get in on some of that. I mean, while they've been just sitting around in the back. Let's pause this for a second and think about it. Poking this corner right here is generally a bad idea with this many guns in the game, but what could be there? The WT could be there, the Leopard could be there, and the 110E3 and the Panzer 7. So we're missing some big guns. And it's very likely that the 110E3 or the WT are back in this little hidey hole back here, or maybe even back in this low spot where the river is up here in the north. So poking around this corner has to be a calculated gamble. And unfortunately, I think that gets me lit. I thought about it and stopped, and then I was lit. And then I just stupidly go for it. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to take it. All right, so the Leopard's there. We shut that guy down. Good. Am I going to eat another big shot? Maybe. But I get away with it. All right, great. So either they were busy shooting probably at the AE Phase 1, which is another reason why I kind of made that move. If the enemy team is busy shooting at your buddies, sometimes you can make that move around there, he just gets crushed. And the KPZ EK1 got him, which is a bit surprising. That was all the way from across the way. So his effort to push up onto that hill was probably not a great idea. So we're just going to reposition over here. See if we can see what's going on. Maybe we can get some guys lit from the middle dudes. There's no reason to push. I don't know why the FE is moving up, to be honest with you. I mean, I guess he could sneak out and pop the can opener if the can opener got aggressive, but I really don't feel, based on where the enemy tanks are and what they have, that they're going to make much of a push over here in the east anymore. So we've won this flank. This is classic right here, guys, and it's probably the weakest part of most people's games. They start to win this flank, and then all these guys push north, and they die to the campers and the crossfire and getting outspotted and all this stuff. There's still a Selma running around. There he is right there, by the way. If we can kill him, we got a pretty good advantage. There's no reason to push right now, so I like that the Stinger and the Grill and myself are right now not interested in messing around with all that. Okay. A little bit of the palsy, but at least I hit it somehow. And we get out. Nice job. Little firing line, and we shut down their last scout, and that is huge. That is huge. We now have a big advantage with our T-49. Now, he's over there on the west side, not doing us a whole lot of good over here, but at least he's still alive. It also means that there's not a scout sitting around in a bush somewhere going to outspot me by a bazillion miles. There's probably some camping TDs and stuff, but at least there's not a scout who's going to see us much further out. So I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, FE, what are you doing, dude? Like, what's the plan? I think maybe he's trying to side scrape and maybe catch the can opener out. But this is where I look at this and I said, all right, somebody's got to do something. This is what I'm talking about at the beginning. All right, tag, you're it. We don't have a scout. He's over there. There's no mediums over here that seem to be wanting to do anything. The Vickers is content to be a TD up there, and the Leopard. So we have two mediums that could actually kind of do this, but they're content to sit in a bush and be TDs. Granted, they may have shots over there, especially now the enemy team looks like they might be pushing. So there's nobody over here to do this. So I'm going to do it. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go try to break down this flank a little bit. Initially, I was coming this way because I thought I might have to shore up the other side. The WT died. That was a good kill. I'm kind of looking at this. I am giving their guys a wide berth. I didn't want to cut across the middle to the right there because I would get spotted by the KPZ. The Char Murat has moved up, and we still have the firing line. So I'm feeling much better now about the west side. So I feel like I don't need to shore that up anymore. And here's what we're going to do. Think about it. Where am I going? We have a nice lead in tanks, 5-2. So a good amount more of guns. I'm just going to ignore them for now. I want to get down into this and hopefully get there unspotted. Cool. Nobody knows I'm coming yet. If you guessed I was going to go through the river bottom, you are correct. I'm going to go up this river bottom, see if we can't find what's camping back there, and maybe get some easy shots on the back of the cannon. I have some hit points to give, so potentially trading some hit points for some map control. KPZ dies. Nice. This guy is high hit points. And I do get a little surprised here. One thing about making moves in this game and paying attention to the mini-map and all of those things is you will still get surprised. People will go places you don't expect. I kind of wonder why. When we find him, he hasn't really done much of anything, but this becomes kind of interesting. We're going to come over here. Ooh, I wasn't really ready. I should have been. Okay. Looking for a shot on this guy. All right, here we go. Oh boy. Shot. What? Oh, geez. What on earth? All right, so we get lucky there. We get lucky there. Another bounce. Nice. It's a heavy tank. That's what heavy tanks do. We're just back on out of here. Nice. Look what happened behind me. I got them busy. They all started shooting me. I think somebody got a shot into the Leopard. I got some assist out of it, right? Did I get some assist? 175 on the DBV. Nope, but I did get some assist on the DBV that got thumped. Is he dead? He is. So he died for his efforts. Where was that guy? Right there. Okay, so there you go. I should have thought about that, to be honest with you. And I didn't think about it till now. There's always somebody in that spot. So that's one of the problems with moving up here, but someone's got to do it. My guys were just going to sit there. There was going to be nothing going on. But now we know where the 110E3 is. He was busy shooting these guys. These dudes push and kill the can opener. DBV's dead, can opener's dead. Now we can start dealing with the 110E3. You gotta love it, fellas. Look, I don't really understand how that happened, to be honest with you. Like, that was crazy. I still don't quite understand that. Let's see if my game shuts down. I have to come back. It might. Okay, so I was lit. Backing up. He dies. There's no possibility the leopard still sees me. There's a bush right there. I guess the timing could have been just enough for that. That was crazy. Okay, pretty tough getting a shot in there. He just killed my commander right there. That was wild, to be honest with you. I guess I might have still been lit. So we'll pull back here. I'm really hoping the 53-55s don't find me. I don't have a whole bunch of damage, guys. I got 1,100 damage, 1,100 assist. We got a couple kills in there. But we were critical in breaking down this side of the map a bit. Tag, you're it. I mean, sometimes that's all you got. You just got to do what you got to do. Missed that shot. I'm really hoping that he's not staring at me to kill me. All right, I see those guys pushing in, so I figure I might get a little opportunity there. Nice. That might have been a double barrel shot opportunity, to be honest with you. 411. All right, little low rolls, keeps him alive. It already dies. The 110E3 dies. We crank their damage up to a below average 1,935. But we got 1,100 assists, and we got a couple kills, and we got one game essentially. We broke down the flank. I think, as well as the other side was doing, we were probably fixing to win this game anyway. But I did break down the DBV defense, found the 110E3, so that information is important to the rest of the team. I'm going to go double barrel here because I know I've got a Leopard PTA probably in this corner. I'd be surprised if he got away. Ah, there he is. He's not really paying attention. We'll just double blap him for 651. There's a great example right there of what I'm talking about. Treating the double barrel as sort of an HE idea. I looked at that and went, yeah, it's a Leopard. I know he's low hit points. I should be able to shut him down with both barrels. I probably don't want to shoot him and then shoot him again. He might actually out-reload me even with the speed of the cyclical thing. So let's just do the old double shot and we should shut him down. Had well more than we needed. 651 is all the hit points he had, and we got an 840 average. I don't think I get a shot on this guy. Close, but not quite. Oh, I do get a shot. Well, there you go. There you go. W for the win. Keep pressing W, man. Keep trying to get in there. Beachhead. Got him. So we crank it up to 4 kills. 2,830, 1,194 assists. Tag, you're it. Sometimes, based on the game, the situation, how the match is going, you're going to have to be the guy. I find that to be a more enjoyable and fun way to play. I live for that in this game. I look for those opportunities to make plays like that, as opposed to just sit back and farm damage. You may love the farm damage thing. Go for it. But I find that to be a much more enjoyable way to play. Do you overextend and get killed when you do that? Absolutely. That's right. Sometimes people are in weird places, or it's a misplay on your part, or you analyze it incorrectly. Doesn't always work, but it sure is fun when it does. That's all I've got. Have a great one. See ya.